Alright guys, what's up everybody in the YouTube land? It's your boy SonicSol here, and I wanted to go ahead and make another video for you guys. This time I wanted to talk about 5 things I think Guilty Gear Strive can improve on. I've been playing this game for almost about 2.5 weeks now, and everybody's been giving their opinions about the game, but I kind of wanted to give my own little intake on shit, and I wanted to talk about the things that I kind of don't like with the game so far. Just 5 things, really. So, I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about, which is, it's not a mechanic thing, it's more of like a quality of life thing. 2 things are going to be quality of life, so let's just get this out the way with the quality of life stuff. I think the lobby system in this game is atrocious. This lobby shit is so garbage. The amount of time it takes to communicate with the server is insane. The fact that, like, when I try to play people, sometimes it fails to connect to people, right? Like, I literally have to fight the lobby system just to get matches. When you go into a ranked match for the first time, you end up in West Coast instead of the region that you're supposed to be in, right? Like, if I were to go in the quick match, I would end up going into West Coast first before any other region. So that's the first thing, right, that I really don't like about these lobbies. Trying to connect to a match, like right now, I'm gonna try to connect, fail to match with opponent. You know why? Because this dude basically took my spot, and now I can't play. That's literally what happens all the time. I can't play people when like, let's say you finished a match, and you played somebody, right? Then I would literally, let's say you lost, right? And you want to run it back with the same person. Somebody could just steal your spot, and then now you can't play them, right? Before, they tried to fix this by having the swords out, and you just meet up with somebody, but it caused glitches and people warp all over the place. And I think even now people still warp all over the place. If you're in training mode and you try to use the lobby system, right, everybody else sees you teleporting all over the lobby, so you never stay in one place, so you don't really fight the same person a lot. The other thing too, right, is if I go into training mode, right, and I start training mode, so I go into training mode, right? Let's say I'm labbing. What if I don't want to play somebody, right? What? There we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're idle for too long within the main server, if you didn't get any matches, or like right now, where literally I just went into training mode for like 2 seconds. You know what happened? Do you want to know what happened? I got crashed out. That was live, by the way. I didn't even want that to happen. So there you go. I can't even chill in training mode. I can't even chill in training mode because these lobby systems are garbage. And then the worst part is I can't pause the matchmaking and then turn the matchmaking back on when I'm ready to play. It doesn't allow me to do that either. There's also other situations where, like, I'll be playing somebody and I know for a fact they're not supposed to be in Celestial, and I'll beat them 2 games and they're still here. So even the rank ain't even that good in this game. Never mind the fact that it's easy to get in this game. But the lobby system in general, the way online works in terms of matchmaking, the way it's all set up is so buggy. Like, it's like we took 2 steps forward with Exard and with Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, and then we took 5 steps back. It's absolutely, positively garbo. The other thing too is that you could get matches while it's loading, but it doesn't matter, man. That shit is terrible, man. Like, it is terrible to me. So that's the first main issue, is the lobbies and the online matchmaking. They really need to improve that. I feel like that is really, really annoying when it comes to trying to play this game. One thing to add about the online stuff, like the more matchmaking things, let's say I have a player that I'd like to add and follow, right? I have to first communicate with the server to just enter rankings, right? Or online lobbies have you go there, then you go into the ranking, right? But you still have to wait to communicate with the server. Now, let's say I want to add the best player right now, right? I want to add E1. I now have to watch this shit obtain data for almost like 10 minutes, man. This is going to be sitting here for a long time. For me to even be able to follow him, I have to wait mad long. So, right now, like, this is another lobby complaint. But this is what I mean, right? Like, just quality of life things in this game is so lackluster. Like, I have to put my PS4 in rest mode just to play this game because it's going to take forever to load. It takes like 10 minutes to just open the game or open anything online. Look at this. This is wild. This is insane. This is absolutely, positively insane. And the worst part is, this happens on PC. There's no escape. because it's the shitty servers. I don't understand why it's like that. But hey, it's rollback, right? Anyway, the next thing I really don't like, which is another quality of life thing, is the replays, right? By the way, if you're on PS4, there's usually a chance where it communicates with the server, your system can get soft lock, and you have to relaunch the game, right? Because I'll try to go and watch a replay, and I'll be sitting here looking at this communicating with server shit, and it'll take forever to go into the replay. And it'll actually soft lock your system. I don't know if that happens on PC or PS5, but it happens on PS4 so often. The thing I don't like about the replay system with this game, I love the fact that like I could view my replays regardless, and I can filter it. It uses a similar system to Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. The thing I don't like about this replay system, however, is the fact that I cannot rewind when I'm trying to watch a match. Let's say I want to watch my replay, right? And I'm playing, and I'm just out here, and I'm just trying to watch my matches. Let's say I want to go back and watch something, right? Like, oh, I got hit there, I want to go back, right? I want to go back and see that. Well, I can't do that. I actually can't rewind. There's no command to rewind the replay back. If I want to be able to like go back to a situation, I have to go back to the beginning of the round. I have to go back to the very beginning of the round and then watch it again. They don't even allow me the ability to go and like rewind to that area. Games like Street Fighter V allow you to rewind back a few moments so you don't have to watch the whole round over again. I don't understand that. And there's a fast forward function here. I could make the match go, like, why is there a fast forward option but no rewind option? I just don't understand that. That makes absolutely no sense to me, right? Like Street Fighter V has the best way to watch replays because you can go back a few moments and see what happened. Guilty Gear plus R. I don't understand. That's another thing that I wanted for this game too. I wish they implemented the replay system in Guilty Gear Accent Core plus R, because in that game you could actually pause a situation and emulate it so that way you can try it out in that moment and try different solutions, right? I hate that that's not even implemented here for what this is supposed to be, and I hope that they try to fix that at some point, because this is terrible. It makes me trying to look at replays a tedious task because I have to now go back into training mode, get that same situation that I saw again, or I have to rewind by basically watching a whole round over again and waiting for the moment that I want to get back to. So I think that second thing about this game in terms of the replay watching, that needs to be fixed. I really hate it. One thing I really don't like is when I look at these characters, there's only like 4 or 5 that are, not even 4 or 5, it's probably like only 3 that are overtuned. Like, not even overtuned, just better than the rest of the cast, right? Now, I get what you're saying, but you're a fighting game player, right? You gotta adapt to this shit, right? The problem is, time and time again, whenever a new vanilla version of a game comes out, there's always something wrong with the roster and the balancing, right? I don't think a game is ever going to be balanced when it first comes out. But god damn it, this is just ridiculous, okay? Why is it that the only 3 characters you could pick in this game, if you really want to have fun with this game in terms of like the meta, is literally the characters that stomp on everyone else because no one else has the same options they do? Soul was done on purpose. Like, Soul is purposefully made to be OD for no reason but the creator just jacking off to his character. Soul is ridiculous. Ram is ridiculous. May is ridiculous. And everyone else suffers. 2 of the 3 characters here on this roster have disjointed hurt boxes, meaning you can't even whiff punish these 2 characters when they throw out their normals. But Faust over here suffers. Faust suffers. He has no way to really poke people with his crappy ass limbs that have gigantic hurt boxes. Ino's another one where half of her normals are ass because they have large hurt boxes, so she can't even really safely poke with shit. Instead, they have to now do random things in the neutral, while the rest of these characters in the cast just go ham, right? Now, I get it, you know, pick the character, right? Don't regret what you pick. Pick what you like. But, god damn it, this is kind of overtuned, right? Like, Chip Zanov, a lot of his stuff is actually safe. There's a lot of situations in the game where when Chip puts you in a situation, even if you guess right, he's safe. You can't actually punish him. I think that the balancing in this game really needs to be checked, right? I'm not saying that everybody's gonna get nerfed or buffed or whatever, but at least allow for the ability to have a diverse roster instead of having only 3 or 4 characters play the game. Because that's literally what's happening. This to me is absolutely ridiculous. Even now, I don't care if you try to reason with me where, oh well, you know, you're gonna have 2 bars for this. This is absolutely absurd. And that same damage I did to Chip can be done on any other character. And I'm not even talking about the rest of his stuff. The fact that he has 5S, all these big ass conversions that no other character in the game is able to do, right? Like, that to me is wild, right? Everyone else suffers with the risk reward, right? The risk is too low for some of these characters as opposed to the reward that they get. There's like little risk when playing Soul for a lot of his stuff as opposed to the reward. So to me, I feel like if characters like this exist in a game where everyone else wants to just play what they like, right? It kind of deters you from doing that because you should literally just play those 3 characters because they do everything that everyone else doesn't do. So the first thing I really don't like is the wall break mechanic. I think the wall break mechanic, while I understand why they did it because they want to force neutral situations again, right? While I understand that, bro, what? That's what I'm talking about. That is why. That is my fucking 4th problem with the game. That's my 4th problem. You literally can't tell when the wall will break. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta let all the hits of the Bad Moon connect. But then that time, I only got like 2 hits and it broke. First of all, you can't even say whether or not it's based on if I delay the combo, if the combo's fast, because it carries the wall damage from mid-screen. So you don't even know. Sometimes you could just do a combo and then it's gonna wall break. If you RC, your combo is done. See that? Your combo is done. Like, you literally can't, like, it scales everything. Like, it scales everything. Like, the wall break scales a lot of shit. So that's why players are opting to do, like, jump jab now, to reset the situation and not even get the wall break. Just, like, to reset the scenario. They don't even, like, go for the wall break half the time. But when you do go for wall break, everyone tries to do super. Because the super will automatically give you wall break and a hard knockdown. Which I understand. But it's not consistent. The wall break is just not consistent. Really, to me, if they wanted to keep the wall break mechanic, they need to put an indicator somewhere in the HUD so that way you know how much wall break damage there is in the game. I think the final thing that I have problems with this game, the reversal timing in this game is absolutely bananas. There's so many times where I try to do a wake up super in this game, and because the supers are 3 frames for the buffer window, sometimes I won't get it, sometimes I will get it. But I'll be doing the input so slowly, and I'll still not get the input to come out. I get so tilted when that happens. Like, I kid you not, there's an actual, like, tutorial in the game to teach you the reversal timing, but it still doesn't matter. And you know why? The reason why the reversal timing is so finicky is because when you implement RC into the mix, it slows everything down. If you do RC, your inputs get slowed down. If you do any RC, it doesn't matter what it is, your inputs will get slowed down. Which is so annoying. It's so annoying. Because you're trying to input it, and your inputs get messed up because of the slowdown. Same thing if you landed a counter hit. Like, if I landed a counter hit, the game slows down so much. So much. and you can end up losing inputs that way. It's so bad, right? I think that's the biggest problem I have, and I want to show an example of this. So I had a match with a Kai player, and I was complaining the entire time during the set that I could not get my reversal to come out. The reversal window in this game is extremely tight. When I was playing this Kai player, look at my inputs down below. I inputted the super. I literally inputted the super. I inputted it and nothing came out. I'll show you again. I had inputted the super and I got hit. And I inputted the super cleanly. There's a 3-frame window in this game for the super input. So the fact that my super was not registered within that time, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So I guess to sum up this video, the main thing I just wanted to say, the 5 things I really wish they need to improve on with this game is the lobby system, the replay function not being like up to par, the balancing of the game where characters are just legit overpowered compared to the rest of the cast. Like it's just deliberately overpowered. The wall break being random. There's no like UI that shows the wall break health in the game, and the fact that reversal timing is so tight in this game when I really don't think it needs to be that tight. I'm not asking for a huge window, but I really don't want it to be to the point where I'm questioning my execution, where I have everybody in my chat question whether or not I can do you know, my super with Eno. So these are the 5 things that really need to be improved in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What are some improvements you would want with Guilty Gear Strive? And if you've been having fun with the game, what are some positives about the game that you like? And definitely remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know the next time that I upload a video. And please check out my Twitch stream where I'm doing this all live. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Thanks for watching my video. Take care, guys. Peace.